and thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Carol Jenkins. The program is Black America. Our guest is a 3-time Grammy Award-winning gospel singer, songwriter Donnie McClurkin, senior pastor of Perfecting Faith Church, and he communicates through his television, radio, podcast, social media networks. 3 million followers on Twitter, please. Touring in the country now with his latest album, The Journey Live. You may know that his radio show has 5 million listeners in 70 markets, including internationally. And he's an NAACP Image Award nominee this year in 2017. You've done that before.
Yes, ma'am.
Donnie, I just want to say that the numbers, when we talk about you, are so astonishing. How does one get 5 million listeners to a radio show?
Wow.
What?
I don't know. You know, it was just a matter of doing it. 10 years ago, I was asked from my friend BB, well, not asked, BB never asked anything. BB Winans said, Donnie, you need
I was going to say, you mean the BB Winans.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Your friend BB, right?
He never asks. He said, Donnie, you need to do a radio show.
Right.
And I said, you know, who listens to radio? Dumb me. And the next year, he introduced me to a producer, and we started a syndicated show. And my thing is, I'm sitting in front of a microphone, just talking, just being me, and didn't know that it was going to become so, in the words of the youth today, viral, and catch on. And now, 10 years later, we've got 5 million listeners in over 80 markets in America.
80 markets now, right?
And
in the Caribbean?
Yeah, and in Jamaica,
right.
In Bahamas,
right.
In Nigeria and England.
Wow, wow. So this is, you know, you were dragged into that by your good friend, BB.
Yeah.
But now the others, I was telling you that this morning I was listening to your podcast. You have the Word of the Day, you have, you know, a zillion kinds of things. But you claim that you're not really tech savvy. That
I'm not. It's I forget who said that, told me this. They said, a wise man realizes his limitations and surrounds himself with people who can do. And I'm wise enough to know
right.
the most I can do on my smartphone is play my games and talk on the phone. But there's a plethora of people who are so gifted.
Like Audra West, our producer director, who
like Audra
does
our media at our church.
Right.
And people like her, they keep me abreast of what's needed, and they keep their finger on the pulse of today's societal media. And that makes me look like I'm smart. Well, I'm sitting back somewhere playing Russell.
Oh, is that what you're playing? So when you say your little church that has, what, 3,000 members?
On roll.
On roll, right. So you do 2 services on a Sunday. Yeah. So, you know, this is, what do you think it is that draws people to you? You were a gospel singer, so you had an audience, but now it's a different thing to speak to their souls in words and to try to reform people that way.
Well, you know, the gospel singing aspect of it brought people in initially in 2001, but when they saw that I wasn't singing, just as many as came left, and we grew it from grassroots.
So they came to hear you sing and heard whether you were talking, and some left, but then
a lot
left. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And we started from ground roots, and the initiatives that we did was the key to drawing the people in. The feedings, the clothings, the outdoor outreaches, the going into the prisons, the going into the hospitals, the whole of that, walking through the community, knocking on doors. Our first service started when we first began at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So at 1:45, we were out on the streets throughout the 12-block radius, knocking on doors and asking them if they needed anything, did they need anything for us to pray for, and let them know we're the church down the street.
Now this is Long Island, right? You're doing all of this,
Freeport, Long Island.
Freeport, right? And so you're out just taking care of the kids. We have some video of you though in Jamaica.
Yeah. And those are
the island of Jamaica, not.
Yeah. Those are the initiatives that we instituted in Freeport, and then we just took them over to Jamaica, into Kingston, into Callaloo Mews, into Riverton City, into Spanish Town, into Ocho Rios, into Runaway Bay, Montego Bay, St. Mary's, we took that over there and started doing what we're supposed to do. You know, Christianity is more than just going to church. If you're not helping change people, if you're not really making a mark on people's lives and coming off your high perch and getting down into the trenches, then what are you but another religious organization? We got too many of those. So we took it over to Jamaica, worked with the government there, brought feeding programs there, brought over $700,000 worth of medical and school supplies.
And these are donations from your parishioners that have
No, this is from different corporations
corporations who are assisting you in this work.
that help us out. Faith Care,
Right.
A whole lot of different organizations come together, give us the supplies,
Right.
from vitamins to syringes to gauze to all the things that the hospital needs, and we ship it over by barrels and crates, and then we go over there and distribute it throughout the island.
So Christianity without the action is
It's just another.
Not much.
It's just another religious organization. Now,
Right.
you can drive down any street in USA, and find a trillion, not a million, a trillion churches,
of every size and
and most of them right next door to each other. You
Right,
can walk out the
right.
door of one, walk into the other.
Right.
Although there's so many of them, our communities are still lacking. Our communities are still languishing, because the bottom line is, we're just doing this for our religious purposes and not for the purpose of really helping, changing people. And so it's getting back to the true essence of what the church is supposed to be.
So tell us a little bit about your place in Black America. You were one of 10 children.
Yeah, my mom and dad.
Amityville,
Yeah,
Long Island,
yeah.
right. So you haven't gone too far astray from you're still a homeboy, right? You're
Yes,
still,
ma'am.
So 10 children. Tell us what that was like.
They were in increments.
Yes.
You know,
They usually are, but
every year and a half.
every year and a half.
Every year and a half, there was another kid.
Your mom was busy. Yeah.
My father was even more busy, and you know, it was never it was a normal thing to us to have a
Sure.
house full of kids. I'm the third, well, the fourth really, because there was one between us that was stillborn. But to be in a house full of noise,
So you were one of the older ones
Yeah.
having to take care of. I assume that's the way it was done. You were put in charge of your younger brothers and sisters.
in many ways.
Yes.
In many ways, because the last one was born when my mom was 38.
Uh-huh.
And by the time she turned 5 years old, my mom was too tired.
Right.
So she would tell us, go in there and whoop Tanya. And our thing was, yes. You know, and it was always life and a lot of fun in the house. There's also a lot of hurt and hell in the house. But
What do you mean by hurt and hell? What?
well, Francis and Donald, the patriarch and matriarch of our family,
Yes.
were oil and vinegar. They were oil and water. They were
Right.
oil and water really together.
They did not get along.
They got along enough to have 10
Right,
kids.
10 kids, right,
But
right.
you know that there were 10 good fights.
Right.
Because after every fight, there was a kid. And that was our running line in our household. But they really didn't coexist well together.
Right. So you grew up in a house of
Violence.
discord, violence, even
Violence.
physical violence.
Oh, yeah. Violence, abuse at times. And it was, my brothers and sisters, we became our own little community.
Sure.
So when things went crazy, we had plans and strategies on what to do. Who's going to hide the knives and forks? Who's going to turn the boiling water off on the stove? The whole 9 yards.
Oh my goodness.
And-
Right. So that's basic training in survival.
And it was a survival tactic that we developed in order to, who's going to call the police? Who's going to call my grandmother? The whole 9 yards. We had our jobs. And it was a consistent situation. There were times where it was the most wonderful place in the world, and then there was times it was worse than hell itself.
Oh my gosh.
But through it all, the family unit, we made this thing work. Francis and Donald made this thing work.
Well, that's great. And when did you start singing in this environment?
Let's see,
you found your voice.
I was born in 1959. I started singing in 1960. You know, as soon as you came out,
Right.
my mother sang to us incessantly, and she'd play the piano
Right.
and make us sing. Well, we learned 3-part harmony when I was 4 years old.
That's
And
great.
They would stand me on the table at church,
Right.
and I'd sing, I had a talk with God last night. That was my first song. I was 4 years old. And she kept us musically involved
Right.
at all times.
Listen, when we met, we were in Washington, D.C. when the museum, the African American
Yeah.
Museum of History and Culture was opening. We were down there doing a Black America special, and you were kind enough to talk with us. Let's hear that, and then I want to hear you singing, because you performed for an ABC special. But this is what you told us about the opening of that museum.
I about cried all night long. This is something that I'm so glad to, number one, to have been a part of. Number two, to have lived through most of it. You know, being old has its privileges. And I'm never so proud of being African American. The things that we've acquired, the things that we've done, the great strides that we've made, the attributes that we've given to a country. We've made a country great.
I love one of my favorite quotes from the program that we did. We've made America great.
Yes.
And you were nice enough to talk with us. We were standing outside. You know, as I say, our producer, cameraman Dwayne, and I were being tossed out, you know, and you were, come, let me tell you, we must have known then, you know, that there was a kind spirit. But you were inside singing for the ABC special about the museum. Let's take a listen to you so we can hear what you sound like.
Just stand when there's nothing left to do. Go on and stand and watch the Lord see you through. After you've done all you can, you just stand and be sure. Be not entangled in that bondage again. You just stand and endure. For God has a purpose. Yes, God has a plan. Tell me, what do you do?
I could listen to you all day, all night. You are just amazing, and you write so many of the songs as well. So, what's the source of all of that? How do you?
God. And that's not to be trite. God. I will lay on my bed with my cell phone at my pillow every night, because I'll hear songs in my dreams, and I'll get up out of a sleep and sing it into my phone. And that song, Stand, I heard that on a plane flying from LA to Detroit to go to Cleveland. And I had been gone for a week, and I was going to be gone another week, and I was absolutely drained on a red eye, and I was so mad. And my thing to God was, you know, why can't I have a normal life? Where's my wife, my 2.5 children, my dog, my cat? Where's my picket fence? And I was really just, you know, drained. And I sat all the way in the back of the plane. It was maybe about 100 people on a 400-seat plane.
Sure.
And I just started hearing in my mind, so what do you do after you've done everything that you can? And it seems like for people, it's just never enough. How do you handle your past and people knowing about your past? And all these questions started coming. And then, before I knew it, maybe about an hour into the flight, the melody came. And when I got to Cleveland, I sat down at the piano and I taught it to a choir in Cleveland,
No kidding.
and never knew that the song was going to be.
And a tremendous, tremendous hit for you.
Yeah.
But so persuasive and so meaningful to so many people.
Yeah, and that was guy. Oprah heard it. BB Winans again
Yes.
took it and sang it on Maya Angelou's 75th birthday cruise, and I had no clue.
Uh-huh.
And I was in an airport and I heard, "Hey!" And I looked around and I know that that's quintessential our signature.
Right.
The Winans, myself, that's our signature. If we hear that, you know it's one of us. And I said, "Who's that saying hey?" BB said, "Over here." I said, "Where you come from?" He said, "Donnie, listen, I ain't got time to talk to you. Send Oprah your CD." I'm saying, "What are you talking? I don't know Oprah." He said, "I do. Send it." And he knew I wasn't going to do it, so he had our publicist do it.
Right.
I went to Bahamas and I get a telephone call. And I hear the song blasting on the, literally I had to take the phone away from my ear. And I'm saying, "Who is this?" And I hear, "Donnie." I'm saying, "Who is this?" "Donnie McClurkin." I said, "Turn it down, stupid, I can't hear you." I was so angry.
Right.
They go turn it down, come back and say, "Donnie McClurkin." I said, "Who's this?" It's Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my gosh. And you had called her stupid?
Yes.
I'm probably the only person ever.
And I said, "Who?" She said, "Donnie McClurkin, this is Oprah Winfrey." I said, "Listen, I didn't mean turn it down, stupid. I meant turn it down, Cupid, because you're so cute. You're so cute."
Nice recovery.
Oh,
Nice recovery.
it was horrible.
Oh,
And that's how the song got its momentum.
right.
Is she loved it and she wanted me to come and sing it on her show.
Oh.
And from that point on, we
Right.
had sold 30,000 before I went on her show. And that was after a year of it being out.
Right.
And she said, "Donnie, how many of you sold?" I said, "How many of you sold?" I was so proud. "Oh, we've sold about 30,000. She said, "Oh, what?" She stood on the show and said, "This is my most favorite CD in the world. This is my friend,
You got
Donnie
a special
McClurkin." And I know all of his songs.
And how many after that?
About maybe 2 months later, we were over 300,000.
300,000.
To
That's
this
the
date.
power of Oprah and the power of your great
To
great
this
voice.
date,
You know,
it's 2.1 million.
Is that right? 2.1. And you know, what I said to you was that somehow I had missed how lucrative this gospel factor was. You know, I mean, it's just there are like 1,400 radio stations.
Yes.
With just 215 million listeners, probably more than that. My figures are probably. The average person listens to gospel about 9 or 10 hours a week. There are 4.6 billion Christian books.
Yes.
etc., that are out there, and all of which you're doing.
Every bit of it.
I have to assume your picket fence will be right around the corner because
Well-
and your 2.5 children.
And I've got my picket fence.
Yes.
I just don't have the 2.5ers.
Okay.
But you know, it's been, and I will not lie, I cannot lie. It has been a wonderful Cinderella story, and it has become quite, I don't want to use the word lucrative. Well, no, lucrative. It
Yes.
is. It has been.
In the good sense.
In a very, very good sense. It's been so blessed and so supportive that I don't have to do the circuit and go preach for money.
Right.
I can sit back and I can minister at our church and churches around the world and not receive an Abraham Lincoln penny.
Because you're secure in your recording. What's special about the ministering that you're doing, the pastoring that you're doing now? Perhaps post-election, I know a lot of people have been despairing, anxious. My nephew called me in the middle of the night, and said, "I don't feel well. I feel very nervous, anxious because of what's going on." What are you saying to your parishioners?
I'm telling them what we're supposed to do as Christians. I felt the same way as your nephew. And I still have this nervous feeling because it's like there's a foreboding. This can't be real. That's my whole thing. Is this cannot be real, and it's growing more detrimental every day. More vitriolic speech. It's troubling an entire country. We see something uprising that our generations didn't see ever in our history. Our forefathers did, and people are coming into the church by the droves because they have that outstanding question. what's happening? What do we do? How do we pray? And my thing is, first of all, we go back to the Bible. What does the Bible say? Regardless to who's in authority, who's in the presidential seat, we serve God. We
Right.
don't elect God.
I know
God is
that's
God.
been one of your lectures or sermons.
And that's-
no matter who the president is.
God is still in control. And God, he sets people up, he takes people down just the same way. But our job is to pray for those who are in authority. Paul told Timothy, he said, pray for those who are in authority. Pray for those who are in rulership, for kings, for those who are in authority, so that we can live quiet and peaceable lives. So now what's the Christian's responsibility now? To pray for a president that seems to be out of control. We've left from Barack Obama, who was one of the most gracious and most intelligent presidents that we've known, to President Donald J. Trump, who I respect and will never speak ill of, because the Bible says not to speak ill of dignitaries. But I have to say, we've got to pray for him, because at this point in time, I tell our congregation, we can't afford to fail. We can't afford for him to fail, because his failure is going to absolutely destroy us all. Right. So what we've got to just pray, God, give him wisdom, surround him with some great people, and block whatever he has in plan that'll cause us detriment, and do a miracle. Lord, please work a miracle.
We need a miracle,
Yeah.
right? I always ask my guest as we're coming to a close, because we have a big treat. Donnie's going to sing and play for us. But to finish the statement, the power, the strength of Black America lies in. How would you finish that?
The power and strength of Black America lies in Black America and our God, who is the universal God of all. But the power and the strength of who we are, what we do, and how far we will go lies in every one of us. Not just Black Americans, but all Americans, but specifically the Americans that built a country, that built their own culture, that built this nation brick by brick.
Brick by brick. Well, thank you so much. I know you're going to move over to our piano now. I will let you do that. I am so thrilled that you're doing it. Thank you so much for being with us
Thank you,
today.
Ms. Jenkins.
And thanks so much to you all out there, too, for joining us today.
Where would I go without your hand holding me? How could I live without you? I can't see, no, no. What would I do in life, and where would I go, oh my? How would I handle things? All that I know is I fell again. I'd fall so short, but you know my end from the start. You know my heart. I need you. I need you. When I cry, you hear me. When I call your name, you're near me, Lord. No lie, your hand is there to hold me. I need you, I need you. I need you. When I cry, Lord God, you hear my voice. When I call, you're near me. Your hand is always there to hold me. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. Oh. again. I'd fall so short, Lord. But you know my end, Lord, yes you do. From the start, you know my heart. I need you. I need you.